into another week of workouts. Right now I'm just on an easy run. And since we're on a new training block, we've increased it from 6K to 7K. Trying to incorporate some hills into my training, so I'm finishing it off with that little small hill so the body can get used to it. Whew. So I just woke up and finished a 30-minute mobility session. I'm now going to cook breakfast and get the day started. So this is the staple that I have basically every single day. It's 4 eggs fried with sourdough, some butter, and then I'm gonna drizzle the honey on the bread and then put the egg on top. And then of course, just a coffee with some milk. So delicious. Hits the spot, always. Never fails. So we're on week 5 of our marathon training, and on the schedule today is a tempo workout called rolling 300s, 3.2K warm up, and repeat the following 8 times. 300 meters at 3:55 and 300 meters at 4:45. So alternating between fast and slower, so fast. And then 1K cool down. I mean, sounds fun. At least it's only 300 meters, so this I can get behind. It's when it's like above 500 meters is when these rolling become really painful. Just getting ready for our run, starting with a warm up. Warm up complete.
Never up, never down, never. Like a flame in the sun.
Look who's joining me on my run today. You're gonna do mine, right?
No.
Come on.
All the way.
Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine.
We're 3K in, almost finished the warm up, and now we're going into our tempo sets. Yeah! Good job! And let's go! Halfway through, feel the lactic build up in my legs. Ooh, burns. Okay, let's finish this half strong. Let's go. Whew, I am dead from that workout. Oh man, that was terrible. I thought because the tempo was 300 meters that it would go quick. But then it just, as I got to halfway, I had to turn around, and then I was going against the wind, and it was so windy that like to try and generate force on the faster 300 meters was, oh, my legs were just screaming. Oof. Anyway, let's look into the app. Let's see how we did. So the green portion is the target range, and the gray bar is obviously what I did do. What the coach notes say is that they are more concerned about maintaining a consistent pace on the slower set. So that's why you'll see here the targets or the green bars are a little bit smaller on the slower set. You can see here, start off with 3:54 and then 4:33. So I was going a bit too fast there. I should have slowed down. Okay, so on lap 10, this is the turnaround point. And you can see here, I also turned around at the bottom of a hill, and I was going against the wind, so that's why it's a 408. But my slow set was consistent, so 440, that's good. You can see the lactic acid now starting to build up in the legs. But I still maintained the 440, that's good. and then 3:45 on my last set. I guess I was just like, get me this done. I remember being like waiting for the countdown to come back on my watch. I remember my legs were screaming. So for this one, I was also trying to make sure my cadence was high. I was trying to keep around the 180 mark. So you can see here, touch over the 180, because you know you want to make sure that you're taking small steps and not overstriding when you go faster. So that's good. I like that. I like to see that. Finish my protein shake now, and then I'm going to do the cool down, which is a little bit of a stretch.
Time to go for a ride outside and hope I don't crash.
We're going for our first ride outside this year.
I'm so nervous.
No, it's gonna be fun. Let's go. Oh, that's so cool. Is this what you bike? So I finally bought my new pairs of shoes. This is what I got. So I got the New Balance Super Comp Trainer Fuel Cell with the carbon plate. This is going to be used for my speed workout, tempo runs, and race day shoe, but we might pick up a new version closer to the race. So today's workout is intervals, and so I'm going to try these out for the first time. So today's workout is 200 meter repeats. We have a 3.5K warm up, and then we go right into 2 sets of 8 reps of 200 meters at 3:30 pace with a 50-second walking rest. And then we have a 1.5K cool down. So I'm just going to do some dynamic stretching and warming up, and then we're going to head on out. Literally feel like I have springs under my feet. These shoes are insane. First set done. These shoes are so fast. I kind of just forgot the pace I was supposed to be going, and I went way too fast. It's insane. They're so high though. I feel like I'm gonna fall over. 50-second rest, and on to the next set. Let's go. Just finished the first set of 8, now on to the second set of 8. Let's go. Second set of 8 done. Now I'm just waiting for cool down. These shoes were making me going way too fast. So interesting how your shoe can have such an impact, especially if they're carbon plated. Damn, I'm interested to see what my paces were like. I kind of didn't really have time to be looking at my watch. I was just focusing on my feeling, and yeah, I think I was going too fast a lot of the time. Oops. So if I look into the app here, oh, the target's all over the place. I was clearly running way too fast. So the red section is the target range. So we were hoping to do a 3:30 for each of the 200 meter. My first one was a little bit slower, started to progress, get faster. I guess I'm blaming that on the shoes. So that's my speed work done for today. Again, the shoes, I really liked them. So like cushiony in comparison to the Hokas. The Hokas were very firm, and they had like a strange arch support, which gave me blisters. So these shoes seem to be very they're very flat-footed. So I think that's working for me. I don't know, we'll see as we train on them more, but first session felt good. So the Sunday for the long run, where I got to try on my other pair of shoes that I got. Stay tuned.
Much needed post-run, post-workout food. So I realized it wasn't just running. You did Oli, and I did brick. Chicken teriyaki and steak.
Are we going to have these?
Oh yeah. Okay.
The other shoe that I got for my easy runs and long runs is the Fresh Foam 1080 version 13. When I tried these on in store, it was like being on clouds. It's like the comfort level in these is just insane. So I'm excited to try these on my long run today to see how these really perform. We made it downtown. Oh, you're running this today, right?
I am running today.
Yay!
I am doing an 80-minute long run.
So it's kind of, we're doing the same. You're actually
around the same.
You're probably gonna be longer than me.
What?
Oh no.
I'm 80 minutes. I'm not doing a half marathon.
I'm doing a half marathon, and yeah, we're gonna try and practice some race pacing. We're gonna be on our new shoes, so we're here at Granville Island because I'm gonna try do some of the course. This is gonna be the later half of the course. Actually, it's only gonna be the last
15K?
Is it 15K? Probably like
12K?
12, 13, because I'm gonna loop back, so yeah. Just practicing the hills. No, practicing the course. Yeah, so now we're just getting ready and then we're gonna head on our way. We're almost 3K in. I'm doing one of the hills on the course, which is the Broad Bridge. Reach the top, now we go down. We're 10K in. The last 10 to 12 kilometers of the Vancouver marathon race is like the worst because you're running around Stanley Park and there's no one here. So you're really running from your demons. First gel, the Morton gel, dream. I love how it's unflavored. You get to visualize what kind of flavor you want. It's a candy. 3K left. I'm preparing to go back over Burrard Bridge for another hill. Oh God. Just finished 1:36 half. My watch says that's a new record. I'm not sure, I need to check what it is, but yeah, done and dusted. So I'm just back home from the long run and now I'm going to jump in and look at the analytics and see how the run actually went. So as I mentioned earlier, there's no supporters on this portion of the race, and so your last 10K, you're just quiet, you're likely hurting at this point, and there's no one around to really give you that, power up. So you're really just like in a dark place and you're trying to give it everything you can to get through and out of Stanley Park so that you can see the finish line. So I wanted to test this, but I also wanted to test one of the major hills, I guess, which is the Burrard Bridge. I was hoping to test race pace, but when I started this run, I mentally was just not in it. I'll try and do a negative split, start off a little bit slower and then get faster, towards the end of the run. And at that point, I knew I was not feeling it, and that happens. I just came back from a recovery week, so the body may not be fully recovered, especially during the harder workouts throughout the week too. So we're only week 5 into the plan, so it's okay to feel this way. But on the plus side, I actually end up getting a half marathon personal best. The BMO marathon is not a very hilly run. There is just 2 major hills, one of them being Burrard Bridge, which isn't really that major. It's at a point where it's 30K in, and that's a point where you're starting to fatigue. The other hill is at 9 kilometers, and so I'm trying to get the body just used to doing some training, because where I live is flat, and so majority of my training is on flat, and I'm also below sea level. That's not going to have probably too much of an impact, but you never know, right? So we want to make sure we're testing these things. So if we go in here, so let's look at the laps. So I start off very conservative. Again, I think 4:45 is my easy pace. So you can see here, I started off relatively slow, or around easy, and then I started to pick it up, I guess, because it was around the 3K. This is where I was hitting Burrard Bridge for the first time. You can see the ascent. Again, it's only 25 meters, so it just shows you that it's not that much. But again, any incline, that can still fatigue the legs. So we definitely want to test that out. You can see my heart rate spiked too. So yeah, we want to make sure we can recover that. Yeah, we're getting a little bit faster, which is nice to see. Around the 12, 11K, 429, 425. I think I took the gel around 12K. So, oh no, I think it was actually earlier. I think it was like 11, around 11 kilometers. So I think that gave me a little boost, which is probably why I got a little faster here on the 13th kilometer and 14th, at least for going back over Burrard Bridge. I got faster. So this is the thing, I don't mind running up hills. Like, I actually enjoy them. The only thing is I need to just make sure that I'm able to recover from them, because I don't want to run up the hill and then get to the top and then my legs are like dead. So that's the goal here. And then, yeah, 20, so 439. So you can see, yeah, my average pace was 434 overall, which isn't close to the target pace at all, but still got a PB. We'll take the win. You know, I wasn't mentally in this, and again, that's going to happen. So, you know, we'll take the small wins. So yeah, so that's it for this week. We're now ramping things back up, and so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, stick around and see you in the next video. Bye.